Radio Freedom. Nothing to report. Stay safe, people.
Huh?
Hey, just point me to it.
This is Radio Freedom. It's 10 a.m. Nothing to report. Keep it tuned here for updates. This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting
So much
all
care
day,
for good,
all
Neva.
across
That
the
place is
Commonwealth.
nothing but trouble.
All's quiet across
Just
the
looking to
Commonwealth.
trade a little.
Stay safe out
Sure
there.
thing.
This is Radio Freedom. Nothing new to report. Keep it tuned here for Minutemen alerts. You're tuned to Radio Freedom. Nothing to report at the moment. Stay tuned for updates.
Here we're about to get a new food supplement. Pardon me.
Greetings. I have a variety of items that should prove you.
Sure. Let's take a look.
You're tuned to Radio Freedom, voice of the Minutemen. All quiet here. Stay tuned for Minutemen alerts.
I'm glad to see you return safely. I know the task was difficult, but I needed you to see first.
The Institute created that synth.
I disagree. A synth is no... When a man dies by gunshot, is the weapon's maker blamed? Of course not. The blame rightly falls on he who pulled the trigger. Yes, we created the synth. But whether they intended to or not, the Railroad's agents turned it into a killer. But enough about that. The task is done. I couldn't have hoped for a better. While you were away, you'll find all the basic... Go and have a look.
This is Radio Freedom.
The Institute is my life.
Nothing new to report. Keep it tuned here for
Excuse
Minutemen
me, sir.
alerts.
We've had another situation. A code red.
What? Third time in 2 weeks. This is unacceptable. How could this happen?
We think there was a system glitch. We're looking into it.
You're all useless. I'll figure out.
Last thing we need.
Your new quarters are
Tell the
here,
others
sir.
to be on high alert. I want more patrols and more rounds.
Right away, sir.
When you're finished
If you
here,
see
sir,
anything even remotely
Father
suspicious,
wants to see you.
report it immediately. This absolutely cannot happen again. Got it?
Yes, sir. Understood.
A.m. here at Radio Freedom, the voice of the Minutemen. Nothing to report. Stay safe, people.
Sometimes I hide my dad's work notes just to mess
Remember
with
to
him.
conserve
He drives
power
me
at every
crazy.
opportunity.
Synths aren't human beings, but supposedly they're the future of humanity.
Son.
Hello, Father. Tell me, what would you do when someone has stolen from you?
I teach the guy a lesson. Make sure he never does it again.
Using physical force is never my first choice. But there are times when it becomes necessary. The group that calls themselves the Railroad have acquired several synths from the Institute. Synths that had gone missing in recent months. And they no doubt mean to free. You've been in contact with the Railroad.
Radio Freedom. All quiet,
Railroad?
which is how
Never
we
heard
like
of
Oh, come
Stay
now.
safe out there, people.
Let's not play games. I know full well. Don't worry. Usually they are a minor nuisance. But lately, I'm afraid we've reached the point we have learned the current location of these synths.
Sounds pretty simple.
Hopefully, yes. But it's important that we also don't...
I'll act quickly. You can count on me.
You'll have a contact
You're tuned to Radio Freedom, the voice of the Minutemen. It's 12 noon. Nothing new to report. Keep it tuned here for Minutemen alerts.
Hey, Synth.
I've been waiting for you.
Yeah, the line at the car wash was super long. Took me forever.
Your attempt at humor is wasted. Our targets are inside. 4 synths under railroad protection. Majority of the settlement is uninvolved and are expected to run for cover. The situation appears to have escalated. A covert approach is likely impossible.
Nothing to report at the moment.
X4.
We must proceed with the mission. Our targets are inside. 4 synths under railroad protection. Majority of the situation appears. We move in.
Should we try and avoid killing anyone?
Irrelevant. Any threats between us and the target are to be eliminated. Here are the recall codes. SRB. The mission.
Damn it, where are you?
It's 1 p.m. This is Radio Freedom, voice of the Minutemen. Nothing new to report. Keep it tuned here for Minutemen alerts.
By order of the Institute, engaging must destroy. Your termination is
It's 3 p.m.
I regret this.
All quiet here. Stay tuned for Minutemen alerts.
occurrence.
I got something over here.
Sensor anomaly detected. Combat initiated.
No! I'm angry!
Sean.
You know, in all my years, I've never set
Good
foot
afternoon.
outside
You're
the
tuned to
Institute.
Radio Freedom,
Not once.
broadcasting across the
Since the
Commonwealth.
day they brought me here.
Nothing to report at the moment. Stay
I've
tuned
never
for
had a
updates.
reason. But now, this just confirms the
You're
truth
tuned to
I've always
Radio
known.
Freedom.
The Commonwealth
All
is
quiet,
dead.
which is how we
There's
like it.
no
Stay safe
future
out there,
here.
people.
The only hope for humanity lies below.
It's not so bad, really. People manage.
Perhaps, but at a cost too great to be worth it. Standing here, I'm reminded of how fortunate I am that I was spared a life in this wasteland. I know that to you, I was kidnapped from that vault. In truth, the Institute rescued me. Both of us, really.
Uh-huh. They kept me alive, too.
They did, indeed. I was the perfect candidate. Well, the Institute realized a contingency plan was prudent.
Uh-huh.
It only made sense that my parents should fill that role. I'll admit, when I had you released from Vault 111, I had no expectations that you'd survive out here. To not only do so, but manage to find me. Extraordinary.
So it was you. You let me out.
Yes. It was my decision. Certainly it was no longer necessary to keep you suspended. Well, I suppose I wanted to see what would happen. An experiment of sorts. I had no idea what kind of man you were, you see. Would the Commonwealth corrupt you?
Uh-huh.
Perhaps most curious to me.
4 o'clock. You're tuned to
Sean,
Minuteman
you need to
Radio.
know.
I can see that you
Nothing to
do.
report. Keep it tuned here for
Uh-huh.
updates.
Soon, I hope you'll understand. A future which I hope is not in jeopardy after recent events. Bunker Hill did not go well for us.
I made a choice. I let the synths go free.
Why? Why would you do something so stupid?
They were afraid. They didn't want to come back here.
Afraid? They're machines, artificial. They're incapable of being afraid. This was such a simple task. I just don't understand. I know you're capable of handling
This is
yourself.
Radio Freedom.
How can I
broadcasting
expect you
all
to
day,
represent
all
the
across
Institute if
Commonwealth.
this sort of thing
All
continues?
quiet across the Commonwealth. Stay safe out there.
I don't want to be involved in this, Sean. I want out.
After all this, after everything you've seen, all that you've learned, you're just going to walk away?
I can't do it, Sean. I can't be a part of this anymore.
I am very sorry to hear that. I had hoped we could be something like a family again. I hoped you shared our vision for the future. I'm afraid there's no room for sentimentality, Father. If you are not with us, then you are against us. Whatever you do going forward, do not interfere with the Institute's plans. I hope you can find some amount of peace.
Me too, Sean.
Goodbye, Father.
Hey,
I'm listening.
over here.
Okay. Just tell me what you need, General.
Just curious what you're thinking.
You've done right by me and the Minutemen.
What's on your mind?
I hear a lot of talk about the railroad.
How are you feeling about things?
You've proven many times that you're one of the good guys.
Anything you want to talk about?
Best way to deal with the Brotherhood.
What are you thinking about?
You're the best leader the Minutemen have had since General.
Your thoughts?
Where to next?
Your thoughts?
Never a dull moment.
Nothing else for now.
Okay. We've got to get out of here before we turn into ghouls.
AM here at Radio Freedom. Hope you're listening from a safe place. This message is for the General. We've spotted hostile forces scouting near the castle.
I'm glad to see the relay didn't completely vaporize you.
The interceptor worked.
Amazing. And what about the serum? Did you find the serum?
Got it right here.
That's it. That's really it. All right. Let's see. Retrovirus has matured nicely. Density gradient is high. Recombinant counter-intron sequences look stable. Transcriptive exon strands have formed.
Has the, reverse transcriptase survived the nucleotide synthesis?
Excellent question. Yes, it has. Fascinating. Oh, did you mean that as a joke? Well, it's time. There's only one way to test it.
This is Radio Freedom. Nothing to report at the moment. Stay tuned for updates.
Good Lord, that reeks.
All right. Here we go. And now, we wait.
That's it?
What? Did you expect me to transform right before your eyes? This is science, not a two-cap magic show. I'm going to rest for a while. I'm back in a few days, maybe a week, and... well, I guess we'll see. In any event, you kept your end of our bargain. Thank you.
Perfect. Virgil?
Whatever happens, thank you.
This is Radio Freedom. It's 4 a.m. Nothing new to report. Keep it tuned here for Minutemen alerts.
Sensors indicate
This is Radio Freedom, voice of the Minutemen. It's 6 o'clock. All quiet here. Stay tuned for Minutemen alerts.
You're with the Minutemen, right? I'll keep up the good work, okay? We need more people like you.
Thanks. It's good to know. Remember to support your local Minutemen.
You're a real hero. Not many around these days. Here, I want you to have this. I hope you can find a use for it.
I've got your back no matter what.
If you ain't been up to see Grey Garden, you should go.
What's
Whole
on your mind?
Whole place is run by robots.
Your thoughts?
The Commonwealth's a lot bigger.
Sure. What are you thinking about?
I've worn out a lot of shoelaces.
Mm-hmm. No, never mind.
No problem.
Hey.
Point it out. Got it.
This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth. Nothing to report. Keep it tuned here for updates.
Hey there, Brett. Preston Clark, Commonwealth Meeting.
Nice to meet you. This is the Minutemen. Taking the Commonwealth back.
This is Radio Freedom with a breaking report from the task.
Make every shot count.
This is not a treatment. All of you in the Thanksgiving area, please move in to reinforce.
Let's trade some things.
Sure. We have a swarm of attackers approaching from South Boston.
I just need to trade gear with you.
Go ahead.
Excuse me.
Castle Armory is at your service, General. What do you need?
Not right now.
Then I'll get...
Huh? All right, here we go.
Incoming attack southwest. Institute forces have been teleported on the location.
run.
Lost him.
I just want to trade a few things.
Okay.
Let's trade.
Of course. I guess the Institute will think twice before tangling with the Minutemen again. I hear you're working on figuring out how to hit back at those rats. I hope you find a way, and soon. I'd like another crack at them, with the shoe on the other foot this time. I think Preston wanted to talk to you. Maybe he has some good news. Listen up, kiddies. The Institute thought they could push us around, and we showed them different. Next time, we're going to be taking the fight to them, and we'll see how they'll like it. We lost some good people today. You may wonder why you survived and your friend didn't. I'm afraid that's above my pay grade. All I can say is that it's up to us to make that sacrifice mean something. We don't have time to sit around moping about our losses or bragging about winning. We're the Minutemen, gold darn it! And that means we've always got to be ready for the next fight. Let's get back to it, people.
We should get going.
This is Radio Freedom with an after-battle report for the people of the Commonwealth. We've defeated the Institute forces, and they are retreating. You can rest assured that the castle is still Minuteman territory. We'll now return to our normal broadcasting. Keep those dials set to Radio Freedom. It's 3 p.m. All quiet, which is how we like it. Stay safe out there.
Heads up.
What is it?
It's time for us to strike back against the Institute.
I have some good news for you. Sturgis found a way into the Institute. We can launch an attack whenever you say the word.
Sure. It's hard to believe they left another way in.
Even the Institute can't live entirely cut off from the rest of the world. He's been analyzing that data you brought back. Turns out, it included maps of their whole underground complex. He found some old tunnel that's still open to the surface. Cooling water for their reactor, I think. I figure you can get in that way and secure the teleporter, then use it to bring in the rest of our troops. We fight our way to their reactor, fix it to blow, and get the hell out of there.
Sounds good. I'll get the details from Sturgis.
We'll be standing by for you to teleport us into the Institute.
Good afternoon. You're tuned to Radio Freedom, broadcasting
Seems to be growing
across
well.
the Commonwealth. Nothing to report. Keep it tuned here for updates. You're tuned to Radio Freedom, voice of the Minutemen. Nothing to report. Stay safe out there, everyone. Four o'clock. You're tuned to Minuteman Radio. All's quiet across the Commonwealth. Stay safe out there. It's 8 o'clock.
Probably not.
You're listening to
Some
Radio
guy came
Freedom,
into town.
the voice
Said he picked
of
up a
the
load
Minuteman.
distress call in the Cambridge ruins.
All quiet, which is how we like it. Stay safe out there, people.
Park the car in the yard? How about I hammer you in the heart with a haymaker?
Officer?
You look like you could use a drink. Dugout Inn's got some cold ones. You look like you could use a drink. In's got some cold ones. You're getting pretty chummy with that reporter, huh? Be careful there. The mayor's got it.
If you're looking to keep your load light...
Sure. Let's take a look.
Something for...
Uh-huh.
It's 8 a.m. Nothing to report. Keep it tuned here for updates.
You? I don't know you. Just keep...
One Statue of David impression coming up.
Good. Good. Now just answer me one, because I will not...
No, I'm Jangles, the moon monkey.
That's just what a synth would do.
Myrna.
I said we don't serve your kind here, you synth.
Human as the day I was born.
Well, you do look human enough. But all right. We can...
Sure. Let's take a look.
A bit of everything.
This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth. Nothing to report. Stay safe, people.
After all these years.
You have marvelous bone structure. Stop by the mega surgery sometime.
Let's do this.
This is Radio Freedom. It's 5 p.m. Nothing to report at the moment. Stay tuned for updates. You're tuned to Radio Freedom. All quiet here. Stay tuned for Minutemen alerts.
Got it. Nice.
You're tuned to Radio Freedom, voice of the Minutemen. Nothing to report. Keep it tuned here for updates. Broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth. Nothing to report. Stay safe, people. This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth. All quiet, which is how we like it. Stay safe out there, people.
I want to trade a few things.
Sure thing.
Heads up.
Go ahead.
Mama Murphy's as good as her word, kid.
This is Radio Freedom, voice of the Minutemen.
No more
It's
sight
6 o'clock.
either.
I'd like to trade some
All's
items.
quiet across the Commonwealth. Stay safe out there.
Seems to be growing well.
details about how to get into the Institute.
Well, I'll be damned. You're that Minuteman, aren't you? Garvey.
Yeah?
Good to
My
meet
back
you, pal.
hurts. My
You're one of
feet
the
hurt.
good guys.
Everything hurts.
This is Radio Freedom. All's quiet across the Commonwealth. Stay safe out there.
The farm's not much, but it's something.
But I hope it'll help the cause.
Every little bit helps. We'll be sure to put this to good use.
Seems to be growing well.
Easy living, this ain't.
I just want to trade a few things.
Sure.
You do your job. I'll do mine.
Good morning, Commonwealth. This is Radio Freedom, the voice of the Minutemen. All quiet here. Stay tuned for Minutemen alerts.
Just wanted to trade a few things.
Okay. Taking the Commonwealth back.
Good. Just send word if you ever need our help. That's what we're here for.
You're tuned to Radio Freedom, voice of the Minutemen. All quiet, which is how we like it. Stay safe out there, people. Radio Freedom. All's quiet across the Commonwealth. Stay safe out there.
Can we trade a few things?
Go ahead.
I just want to trade a few things.
Okay.
This is Radio Freedom.
Look alive.
The voice of the Minutemen.
Here's my supply.
It's 7 a.m. All quiet, which is how we like it. Stay safe out there, people.
Hey, wait there.
Okay.
Move here.
What am I doing? Okay, this is what I've got.
This is Radio Freedom. Nothing new to report. Keep it tuned here for Minutemen alerts.
Can we trade a few things?
Sure thing.
It's 8 a.m. Nothing new to report. Keep it tuned here for Minutemen alerts. You're tuned to...
Just wanted to trade a few things.
Go ahead.
All's quiet across the Commonwealth. Stay safe out there.
I want to trade a few things.
Sure.
This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth. Nothing to report at the moment. Stay tuned for updates.